transmission. Try and get this back bumper out. Alright, spray it. See how it, like, you can, yeah, just get all the dirt off. The back too, I guess. And, we'll get you standing it. Just drying it a little so we can sand it. Alright gang, so I pulled out this. If you don't have one of these, game changer. Anyways, yeah, so I used that to hit the back. I guess I could have did one strip, whatever, but I'm just gonna put some tape and push the tape a little bit away from the fiberglass so that it's sort of, I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, sanded the backs too. Actually, I didn't do these, I forgot. But yeah, we sanded the whole thing. There's only a divot. There's a weird divot right here. And then I opened up more holes that need patched using a drill bit. I basically just, you know, ran it in here and scuffed all that up. And then, like I said, used this for the outside. My kid went, you know, and then, well, some of this needs sanded still with just your hand like this. But yeah, we were doing that, and I'm actually gonna go mix fiberglass now for my holes and stuff. So get that out of the way. Thankfully, it's gonna look pretty sick.
Double white.
So we did quite a bit of body work here to the bumper. I have to do the same thing of this on the other side, and actually we need more than what we put. But yeah, I mixed a couple times and we had to leave. So, but I did some of the inside. What's this brand? Duraflex, I think. Yeah. Oh, but right here it needs it. All right, gang, so it's a new day. As you can see in that last clip, I'm running super rich. Number 4 is, for whatever reason, just getting, you know, a lot of fuel in this cylinder. And then I also noticed fuel in the other cylinders. Not all the other cylinders had a lot of fuel. Number 4 had the most. So I'm thinking that injector was bad. But basically with this test, I turned the key with the fuse out to see if it had any drip to indicate that, you know, it was malfunctioning that way. Really, I think it's just spraying like way too much. Right when I give it throttle, it just wants to die. It's just getting way too much gas. So I'm going to order some injectors, but, you know, enjoy the video. Hope you guys liked it. Sorry for the shot right here. Nothing really changed, but here's the injectors. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you might have some insight on what I should check or what's going on. We're gonna pop the hood and hopefully get this injector. We got these parts here. This like injector rebuild kit. Just comes with, you know, the O-rings and stuff. And then I think I put it on camera. The one that I'm missing is this huge thick one. Mine basically broke in half, but everything's in here. You see that little piece. If you know the injector, you probably recognize these parts. But yeah, here's the part number if you need that. is it? 080SA15006. So here's our dilemma. I don't think this was our issue actually, but at least this will get fixed. Like I said, it's that big one in there, so I'm gonna put that in. The weird thing about this rail is you have to put this bottom in. You have to slide that part in, and then everything's at an angle, and then you have to like swivel it in. Is it recording?
Yeah.
So basically you put it in and it's always gonna be up or down, teeter-tottering, and then you have to get this part into the boot, which that's how you wiggle it all. And also a flathead pushing it down at the same time would help. So yeah, like I said, basically that's the O-ring there. Well, it's an insulator. And thinking about it now, well, I already said I really don't think that's my issue. Really, I feel like these are just cushions to the injectors, more or less than a seal, but maybe they, actually no, there should be a seal. But this doesn't imply that it was leaking into the cylinder, which would technically be an injector issue. So let's keep going. But really, so I'm ready, I guess, to put it all back together. Let's not forget anything. So I guess I'll start with putting these in, and then this, and then I guess I'll put this back on top. I got the little man doing body work. I'm fixing the injectors. So he's doing more body work. I'm getting these caps put on. I guess we could test it tonight. Put these caps on and then plug everything back in. Let's see. Injectors are in. Everything's set back up. Our only issue is right now, time being, I wanted to get new plugs. The old ones were super black. So we're not gonna put the old ones in and start it. I could clean the old ones, might look into that, but no, probably not. Anyways, I think my main issue is I don't have a upstream O2 sensor, and that could be an issue. But how did it only become an issue now? I've never had this. So that's welded right there shut. And then we do have one somewhere down there, but anyways, so this is my one cable that I have for it. So why do I only have one cable and not two? If I need two O2s. Alright gang, so yeah, help me out if you can, whatever these, where my upstream O2 sensor wire will be. I'm gonna have to cut a new hole, weld on a new bung for the new O2. If you can see, actually, right there's one welded too. So, I don't know. Hopefully that's my issue and that solves it forever and we drift good continuously, but for right now, no, it's a big issue. So anyways, yeah, the injectors are good. We just need new spark plugs to at least test to see if that boot rip was the issue. I don't think so. I think it's the O2 sensor, but we'll figure that out. Clear. Fiberglass is technically clear, but the stuff we're using right now is like a body filler, so it's gray, but usually it's like a glue. You just roll it all on, and you put the hardener in, and then it's just like glue. But yeah, so we put some... Yeah. They're white. They paint them white usually. So we put some Bondo on after he did a lot of sanding. We definitely need to build up on this area, but for now,
Wait, is that
we
Bondo
could.
Or
Yeah, right here.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to sand all this tomorrow and then apply another layer Or actually, we could do another layer tonight and just... Yeah, let's do that. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna leave the night off on doing this little piece of Bondo, and yeah, calling it a night. Thanks for watching, guys. Consider subscribing if you want to see more content.